you. Once again, we are the Dry Look. Thank you very much. You've been very kind. Thank you.
I can't hear myself at all.
Okay. All right. Hey, they were the Dry Look. There they were, some of our favorite Illinois boys in the corn and the soy. You're listening to Shoot the Shit. Hopefully you're hearing us now. We have some problems with the OBS platform, I think. Sometimes we don't know when we don't have audio. So thanks to Nick, he hears us now. I've got to get everybody's mics kind of dialed in here. I think.
Hello. Hey,
say
one,
hello.
two. Oh, there
There's
I
Charlie.
am. Hey, how you
hello,
doing?
Alex.
Hello.
Let's see if we can't hear Alex. There's Alex.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay,
Hello.
now
Hey.
we're all here.
Hey.
And
So-
for the record, this is the We Don't Know Alex from the We Don't Know Alex segment.
Yeah, it's the very same. And I don't think we still know him at all, I would say.
Absolutely not.
I'm not really sure I know him, hide nor hair of Alex.
But here he is, and we're going to start tonight by
Yeah.
saying, first of all, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you.
We've been doing this for several months, I think about 4 or 5, maybe 6.
It's been a few.
Don't even know how long.
Yeah.
Few months here at the Rose Bowl Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take a little bit of a hiatus.
Yeah. This is going to be the grand finale. I think, we're not saying goodbye forever. We're saying goodbye for now.
We're saying goodbye for now because we need to have freedom on Friday.
Yeah.
Freedom Friday.
Freedom?
Freedom Friday. When I was in high school, my buddy Evan and I had a year-long campaign with the lunch lady. Every time we went through the line, periodically in high school, we would have curly fries for lunch instead of the normal French fries in the snack line. And so Evan and I campaigned every week. We were like, you've got to put curly fries on Friday. We'll call it Curly Friday. It's going to be a big hit. And then they finally did, and it was. And I've never felt more vindicated of a feudal campaign in my entire life. But
And look at you now.
those are just some exciting Monticello stories, some things that you come to know as you grow up in this
Hey,
area.
Brad, could you hand Charlie a lighter?
Oh, yeah, Charlie's looking for a lighter.
Yeah, this one's dead.
There you go.
Dead.
Oh, yeah. Quick on the draw. So anyway.
Regardless, thank you for
Yeah.
joining us. And we're going to be back. It's just that, we were doing this mainly on Friday nights because we all had to stay in.
Mm-hmm.
And so
There's nowhere
this
to go,
was-
really.
Right? So this was like an attempt to make fun on a Friday.
Make
But
fun.
now we can
Yeah.
actually have fun together.
We can. And in fact, Charlie,
Friday.
fun will be starting at the Rose Bowl Tavern in the parking lot next week, right?
Oh, yeah.
What's the big kickoff day where you've got the music?
April 30th, Kilbourne Alley.
Kilbourne
next
Alley.
Friday. Oh,
Very,
yeah.
very cool.
It's going to be...
A nice bluesy night with Kilbourne.
Oh, yeah.
In the,
yeah, some soul, some fun.
some
So
soul
friends,
and some fun.
definitely come to that. But otherwise, we will be back. We're just thinking more of a Wednesday night.
Ooh, Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Who
Yeah,
knows?
just because,
Shoot the
like...
shit Wednesday.
Right? Well, it's more that people want to go out. We want to encourage folks to go out on weekends
We do,
to
right?
support our local businesses. And we will be there on their days at home.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of the beauty. I've heard from people. I know Cole says that he often listens the morning after we broadcast live
Right,
here. And so let's
absolutely.
just say hello to Cole from
Hey, Cole.
the past.
Yeah, Cole's not listening now, but he will listen tomorrow.
He always does, and he texted me just last week to say how much he's appreciated the show. So it's been fun for us to do. As far as
Cole,
a
miss you,
quarantine,
Hi, Cole.
Cool.
Cole.
it's kind of a quarantine pandemic lapse of insanity. It seemed,
Corn
Cole, corn Cole, Cole.
Corn, Cole.
Okay. Anyway.
Well, so we are here with We Don't Know Alex, and we're featuring him for our first segment.
Mm-hmm. He's
He's
a
going
feature.
to be doing his own segment.
He's got a little bit of a game prepared.
Yeah,
I think.
and it's specifically for him and our gracious
This is going to be
host,
thrilling for our listeners at home. But
our gracious host, Charlie Harris.
do we have a name, Alex, for this segment?
We do. It's called Guess the Color of That Flavor.
Guess the color of that flavor. And so
Yeah.
just for everybody's edification, Alex has a short whiskey glass, a little tumbler here, and it's filled with a candy. Sour Patch Kids, I believe, tonight.
That's
is
right.
The
They're the
selection.
extreme variety.
Do we
extreme
get to
color.
have an understanding of what colors are in the mix before we see if Charlie can guess?
I think that would be.
Would that be cheating?
It'd be superfluous to the.
I'm really
Sure.
getting
Yeah.
throttled these days after.
Okay.
After my first round.
Basically,
Yeah.
Charlie has to close his eyes and reach into this little shot glass here full
No
of
cheating now, yeah.
full of Sour Patch Kids. And because these are it's not a candy that's like this is apple, this is grape, this is just colors. So Charlie's going to have to put one in his mouth, gnaw it up a little bit, and then he's gonna say on the first, he has to nail it on the first try. He has to say what color it is. That's the game.
Is there a penalty? Or is this just like a point, a score?
It's a gentleman's game.
A gentleman's game. Okay,
Yeah.
I like a good gentleman's game.
There's no
So-
money. There's no money. If you folks want to bet at home, that's your business.
So,
you know.
okay, guess the color of the flavor.
Right.
Charlie, you ready?
I
You
guess.
good to go?
I
So
guess,
we,
yeah.
Alright.
we have to watch which color he picks out.
Right, of course.
But he cannot.
You cannot see.
Right.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dig deep,
Yeah.
brother.
He's digging in. He's got his eyes closed. I'm watching him
Alright.
carefully.
All right.
Okay.
I haven't dug
We want just
this
one.
aggressively into a bowl of communal food.
He's having
since,
a,
like,
It's
a
not
tough
communal.
time. There we go. Okay, I see the color.
Can you guys see what color this
Yes,
is?
I do
I
see
can
the
see.
color.
I see the
All right,
color.
It's going in.
Hope there was no peek in there, Charlie.
I don't think there was a peek. I was watching really carefully.
Oh, that's blue.
Incorrect. Charlie, that color, it was green. It was
was
a
the
green Sour Patch.
Oh, I knew that.
All right, you
It was
got.
a light
Okay,
You
green.
got.
one more try?
I think
Two more
I need
tries?
2 more chances.
Okay, one more.
Yeah.
Because
We'll
I
do
got,
two.
I got some. Well, okay.
Well, okay.
I don't want to be accused of taking over the show. I thought it was my segment though. So I know you told me. You
Yes,
told me.
editorial.
You told me I only had 5
Domain.
minutes, and so I'm trying to, I thought
Maximize on his
All
time.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying
Do
to
it his
save
time.
you time for the
It's
rest
like
of the
Letterman books the comic. He gives him that full time,
Yeah.
and Letterman gets to just kind of prepare for the next bit. You know.
Yeah, is that okay?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and chew on this now.
Oh my God!
Does
you should
anybody
the
see?
face.
Did anybody see the color even?
I didn't see the
Oh,
color.
nobody saw it.
I didn't see the color. Charlie,
Charlie's
this is how
just
the
eating
game works.
Sour Patch.
So Charlie just gets to say what color
It's
it is.
definitely blue.
I guess we will never know, but we have to trust that he got that one.
All right,
So,
one more, Charlie.
Okay, I
tiebreaker.
really can't eat any more of this fucking candy.
Just one more.
All right,
right.
fine.
Close your eyes.
My
All the
eye-
way.
all the way? Fuck.
I'm seeing that they're not all the way.
They are.
Okay, see it.
I got it.
So much candy. My mouth is getting torn apart.
That's it. Nobody likes the sound of anything more than the sound of chewing on the radio.
Orange?
Correct.
You got it.
got it,
Yeah,
buddy.
man.
You got it.
man.
Bing, bing,
God
bong,
Ding,
damn,
bong.
I'm
ding,
good.
ding.
All
What a
right.
winner.
That one's for you, Cole.
I'm actually pretty surprised because we were talking about this. Like, the Sour Patch setup, it's all that sour coating. It's really, I would think, hard to discern
Absolutely.
what color it would be.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time.
Takes a lot of time.
It's
Okay,
not a mental
Okay.
focus.
Okay.
you've got some time, Alex? You've
okay,
got something
yeah,
to go?
right before I go, I'll be real quick. The Rose Bowl is great. It's a great place to go. You should come here when it opens on the
Yee-hoo.
30th. And Kilborn Alley's playing. They're a great group. It's a great way to
Yeah.
kick it off.
Recommend.
We're gonna finally have some fun again. It's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
I'm,
And
yeah.
I
In
think you should.
agreement.
Also, I have something to plug. You allow people to plug things, don't
go
you?
for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course.
So Charlie and I and a bunch of other people have decided to do a night of Warren Zevon.
Oh, I love Warren Zevon.
And a lot of people don't know Warren Zevon.
Yeah?
But the ones who do really, really love
I'm a
him.
big fan.
And so I'm a big fan. And a lot of my friends are too. And excuse me.
Oh, you heard that?
Yes. Very clearly.
I couldn't hear anything. Maybe my microphone is broken.
I hear you just fine.
Okay. So a lot of people know like Werewolves of London or Lawyers, Guns, and Money. But I'm telling you, this guy,
It's got a billion good songs.
Dirty-
Carmelita.
Dirty Life and Times, Excitable Boy, Numb as a
Mm-hmm.
Statue, Genius, My Shit's Fucked Up. For my next trick, I'll need a volunteer. Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner. Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. Searching for a Heart. Desperados Under the Eaves. Lawyers, Guns, and Money. Again.
Yeah.
Hit Somebody, the hockey song. I Was in the House When the House Burned Down. Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me. Carmelita, like you said. French Inhaler. Excuse me. Accidentally Like a Martyr. Play It All Night Long. Keep Me in Your Heart. and Raspberry Beret
You're just
when he
reading his whole
when he was with the Hindu love gods. No, I'm saying this show is going to be kick-ass. And
Yeah.
this show is going to be on July 10th.
That's awesome. So what does the show entail? Like, what's it going to be like for folks? Like, what can they expect? Just like
well-
musicians performing the songs of Warren Zevon?
Yes.
Is there
Yeah,
a way
it's
that I
cover.
could maybe get in on this?
Yes, absolutely.
I would love to play a Zevon
You're
song.
in.
Oh, you're in.
It might
Okay.
be. It might be July 11th.
Okay.
I will say.
Okay, well, keep your family close and keep your cell phones
Enemies
closer.
closer. Yeah, whatever it would be.
Okay, and then before I go, I know that I'm on thin ice with one of the hosts.
Yeah,
And,
she's talking shit about you in the trash. I don't want to, in the chat. Like she's really like
These are just
tearing you to bits.
I am not.
So are other people.
I'm not. I'm not in any way, shape, or form trying to take over the show, and I'm going to get out of here so you can have everybody else on. But I just came up with some ideas that,
Okay.
and because I think you
Well,
should.
the
keep-
ideas should be pitched, I think, preferably before the program.
But this is part of my bit, part of my segment.
We have a staff meeting on Monday mornings. It's at 10:30.
Oh,
I'm not available at that
Oh,
time,
okay.
actually.
Never mind.
okay.
Anyway, no, I would like to hear them. Well,
Okay,
I'm
well,
open to
one
some-
thing.
No, we're done.
Okay, sure, no problem, no problem.
Okay.
I'll be at the meeting on Monday, and we'll go from there.
You can have a meeting at 10:30 on Monday.
Oh, come on. All right, let's have
so
Alex.
you're gonna have to meet
No.
him down in Charleston, Illinois.
I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good. I'm good. I want you
Goodness
guys. I
gracious.
want the flow of
All right.
the show to go the way everybody wants it to go, and you have on
This
the
is-
next guest.
All right.
I think that's the way.
that's best for everyone.
I think it's
here.
best for
I
everyone,
think
yeah.
it might be.
I know
Okay.
when to bow out. Okay.
All right.
Excuse me?
Well, Charlie, no, well, we're just joking around. Charlie, thank you for participating in the game.
It's I love candy.
You got one right. I'm really super impressed with that.
And I like that it was the last one too.
Here's
you know?
here's a song by a Hog Shoot alum, a good dear friend that I haven't seen in some time, but would love to see again sometime up here, Rebecca Rigo, and this is her former outfit, the Trainmen. I don't know if the Trainmen are still in action or not, but this was always one of my favorite songs of hers, and it's called "Bury My Body." Really fantastic one. Stick around, and we'll be back to shoot the shit a little bit more in a few.
I'll bury my body underneath this bar. I know the spiders in the ceiling and the cracks in the floor. I know everything that's happened here before. And it knows everything about me. I took my first drink when I was 16. Out back in the alley, it was Johnny and me. I was looking out, he was smoking by the tree. That's how the whiskey first got me. I'll bury my body underneath this bar. I know the spiders in the ceiling and the cracks in the floor. I know everything that's happened here before. It knows everything about me. Oh, Frank and Jake, they were friends for life. No, they never ever thought they would want the same wife. It was as a drink when they started to fight. That's how they broke the third window from the right. Oh, bury my body underneath this bar. No, the spiders in the ceiling, all the cracks in the floor. I know everything that's happened here before. It knows everything about me. Oh, Eddie and Adam met at table 23. It was 9 months later, they were married with a baby. They're still here every other Tuesday, closing the place down with me. I'll bury my body underneath this bar. I know the spiders in the ceiling, all the cracks in the floor. I know everything that's happened here before. It knows everything about me. I'll bury my body underneath this bar. I know the spiders in the ceiling, all the cracks in the floor. I know everything that's happened here before. It knows everything about me. Well, I lost my job and I lost my wife. My friends don't call and the kids don't write. This is where I spend most nights trying to forget these days. 2, 3, 4. Bury my body underneath this bar. I know the spiders in the ceiling, all the cracks in the floor. I know everything that's happened here before. It knows everything about me. I'll bury in the ceiling or the cracks in the floor. I know everything that's happened here before, and it knows everything about me. Oh, bury my body underneath this bar. I know the spiders in the ceiling and the cracks in the floor. I know everything that's happened here before, and it knows everything about me.
We don't know it yet, but I'm coming home. Too long gone this West Coast, and I start to feel it in my bones. So before you make a decision that I regret, I'm packing up my bag and headed back to you. I can no longer stand. Well, it must be that ocean, darling, I was meant to land in. With gray seas and silo islands, bonds like cruise ships on their way to harbor, and there's you, just a teenager on that widow's wall, ready to retire. Letter in the mail to tell me your love can wait forever. You don't know it yet.
Fine Feelings up next. Buy that dog band. Get you a dog band. Big old dog band.
Hello. Hello. Hey, that was Penny Horses.
We
What a
love some penny
like
horses.
a champagne memory, Penny Horses. I used to love standing right up at the front of the stage, their shows. That was like a band that I wanted to be in. I was kind of like, I had some professional jealousy with Penny Horses. They had
Did
that
you?
fat sound. Yeah,
They were
they
the
had that
rockin'
really
band.
cool rockin'. They were fucking rock and roll. And so Colonel James still rock and rolls, and Primitive Light still
Absolutely.
rocks and rolls. So, you know, maybe we just doubled up on the rock energy with the demise of Penny
Are
Horses.
both Remy and Ashley in that band?
They were, yeah.
Or they
Remy
were,
and Ashley
yeah.
were, yeah. Remy
My
drum.
cousins. Those are my cousins.
I know, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, we send the best thoughts and wishes to Remy and Ashley. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hope to see them
We
soon.
love ya.
It'd be nice. All right. Well,
We are here now for our next favorite segment.
is it our next favorite? I think it's like a real crowd pleaser now. Like everybody's asking if you can pardon the pun. Like I think people have asked for like a second helping of this segment, and so we're gonna once again ask the question, Aaron, what you got cooking? What do we got in mind here? What page am I turning to again? You've got one picked out for us.
Yes, we're
Once
going to
again-
page 54.
Oh, you know what I'll do? I should show the
Let's get a look
the
at
cover
that.
here. Hold on.
And so we've got
There we go.
Tales.
So hold on.
Taste and Tales.
I've got my frame is kind of goofy here. My camera wasn't working, but here we go. Okay, we've got. Oh no, total
If you
disaster.
just turn your phone upside down.
I could. Okay, we're gonna turn
while
things
Brad
around.
is working this out,
You can tell
let
us
me
about
just,
this book. Yeah.
say that this is a estate sale book called The Tastes and Tales from Texas with Love.
With love. And Aaron, who is the author of this book?
Her name is Peg Hine, and guess what, everybody?
What is it?
We have an original signed copy by the Peg Hine.
The Peg Hine, right here. If we turn into the front cover, you can see Best Wishes, Peg Hine. We did some research online about Peg. We looked it up because we were like, this person must be famous for their cookbooks. And she actually kind of is. There was a
Absolutely.
number. There was Taste and Tales from Iowa we saw, which was out of print. Must be really popular. So if anybody like...
And it was like $50 even to buy on the black market.
I don't know if like anybody out there we know is like had an in with like a black market bookseller or something, but if we can get the Tastes and Tales from Iowa, we might just bring the show back after tonight for like a special encore sometime this
An
summer.
Iowa themed.
An Iowa themed. Iowa's a wonderful state. As soon as you get into Iowa, they start to get hills and things, and it's really interesting.
Iowa is actually a wonderful state, and I've been
Yeah.
there before. But the beauty of this cookbook is that before every recipe, there's a small tale.
A small tale. Okay, so what is our first taste and tale?
It's page 54.
Page
so
54. Thank you, ma'am. Okay.
So we're in the soup and salad section.
Just gonna fold this over, and I think I see what we've got here. What you got cooking? Looks like
All right, so just to preface this with the story that was provided to us. Some things are a long time in coming. With its burgeoning high-tech industry, Austin is now touted as the up-and-coming capital of the Silicon universe. But such grandiose dreams are nothing new. Austin was named the capital of Texas in 1839, back when this was the edge of the western frontier. After killing a buffalo, where the capital now stands, then President of the Republic, Mirabeau B. Lamar, looked down towards the Colorado River and declared, "This should be the seat of a future empire." Nearly 150 years later, Lamar's dream may be coming true.
that's a really beautiful passage, and you know what I think it really what would pay tribute to a story like that historic and amazing, Aaron? What would sound like would really memorialize and honor that?
I know, it's the recipe of the molded garden salad.
You've got it right. You're absolutely right. Molded garden salad would really commemorate the burgeoning high-tech industry that Austin is so well known for.
Exactly, so for those of you who are listening along just for the recipes, please get your pen and paper ready.
Okay, Aaron, take us into the molded garden salad. Start with the ingredients, and I guess we'll hear, what we do with them.
So just for the record, this recipe serves 10.
10 people for the molded garden salad. Come hungry.
Bring your friends.
All right, we're gonna need 2 large Okay, we're gonna need 2 large packages of lemon gelatin, in addition to 3 cups of hot water. In addition to, actually our 2 guest hosts missed those first.
Sorry, I have to plug in my computer. I'm so sorry. Continue.
Well, it was just difficult because if you guys missed this, then you wouldn't have context for the rest of the
How am I
recipe.
gonna
Okay,
make
let's take it from the top.
From
I'm
the
so
top.
sorry,
All
Aaron.
right, we've got 2 large packages of lemon gelatin.
That lemon citrus flavor. It's a citrus base.
Then we have 3 cups of hot water.
Huh?
3 tablespoons of vinegar. 1/3 tablespoon of salt.
Okay.
1 cup of
I mean, so we've got a lot of. Aren't there
1
like?
cup of mayonnaise.
Lemon and mayonnaise.
Okay.
2 tablespoons of onion.
There's lemon and mayonnaise.
Okay.
3/4
is.
cup of cauliflower. 3/4 cup of carrots. 3/4 cup of celery, in addition to 3/4 cup of radishes.
Okay. So, in those ingredients, we've got a lot of the different taste groups covered, right? We've got the sour with the citrus. We've got the salt with the salt. We've got some bitter with the vinegar. The only thing we're missing is a little savory, I think, which is
So-
maybe the vegetables could,
It's a very short synopsis, You
Okay, what do we do with it?
You dissolve the gelatin in hot water. You add vinegar, salt, and mayonnaise. Stir until mixed.
Okay.
And
And then I guess you let it set in the mold, right? Is
Chill until gelatin
specified?
is thick, but not quite set.
Not quite set. Okay.
Beat with an electric mixer at low speed until fluffy.
Wait, hold on. I thought the point of the gelatin was that it would set into a jello. What are we beating together? I truly don't understand this.
Fold in the vegetables and turn into a 2-quart dish or mold. Chill and serve.
Chill and serve. Okay. I guess, is that it? Is that the end?
I think that
the end, my only
we
friend?
have absolutely
Okay.
reached the end, but we can go to the next recipe
I
unless
think
you want
let's get a
to.
panel reaction. I'm a picky eater. There's no way I'm eating this. Clayton, you're a polite Midwesterner.
I would totally.
You're
try
taking
it.
a spoon. I knew
probably
that.
have.
Yeah. The only mystery here, I think, is Alex. Alex, would you eat that?
No, we don't know Alex, but Alex will tell us the truth.
I would try it. I would try it. That's not as disgusting as some of the other things that I heard on this particular segment.
That's
from
true.
the same book.
It's not so bad,
It's
know.
not
And,
so
and even
bad,
last
no.
time, the meatballs were pretty good, and I thought I might give the meatballs a try.
Yeah.
Is there another one we want to do, Aaron?
Absolutely.
We got time for another? Yeah. What page are we going to now?
We're going to page 107.
107. Back in the day, I used to listen to a lot of 107.1, The Planet. It was
What is
called
that?
Back then. Well, it's WPGU. It's the student station here in town.
I know that you guys can't really see this, but Brad
Used to be
is
called The
skimming
Planet.
through some pages while smoking a cigarette out of his mouth
Looking
that's
real
jingle
cool.
dangling.
Page 101.
Uh-oh.
I've goofed.
He's goofed.
I'm goofing.
Was that an LBJ?
LPJ
That was-
recipe? Yeah, I'm sure.
Wow.
We can
there
go back
are
to that.
Lyndon Baines, John. Okay. I guess, do you want to start by reading the passage first?
Yes, we can read
Okay.
the passage. Edwin Goose Ramey has lived in Dimmitt for the last 80 of his 94 years. He has
Dimmitt.
distinguished himself as a pioneer rancher, farmer, beekeeper, after-dinner speaker, I want to be considered an after-dinner speaker.
Yeah. What a gig.
Public official, meteorologist, and notable authority on matters ranging from panhandle history to the U.S. Treasury.
This guy's like the Benjamin Franklin of Texas.
Best man in Dimmitt.
He is best known, though, for his encyclopedic knowledge on the ways of Canadian wild geese.
I kind of would love to have met this guy. I'm sure he's long dead, right? He must be.
What a
right, by
fun
now,
story.
depending on the publication date of this. But
So this
okay.
leads us directly into the recipe. for
Obviously.
this dish.
Yeah.
This is called Son of a Gun Stew. Almost an entire unweaned calf goes into this authentic ranch stew, long enjoyed by cowboys for the special flavor that comes from the marrow gut filled with partially digested milk. This is Goose Ramsay's version in his own words,
Chef Goose Ramsay.
who we just heard about. We got 1 calf tongue, a third of a calf liver, 1 oxtail soup bone, half of a calf heart, butcher's steak, marrow gut, 1 hunk kidney fat, about the size of a croquet ball, brain, and sweetbread.
This is
Well, I thought the
a
brains were the
grizzly.
bread, right?
With the brains?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cow brains. That's a thing. Like
Oh, it's-
my grandpa or my dad tells stories about like being a kid growing up on the farm, and like my grandpa taking him over to the grain elevator during harvest or whatever, and all the old timers, like old guys who like were living in like I guess the early 1900s. They'd all eat like these cow brain sandwiches, head cheese they call it. Pretty gross. Like I don't think I'll be eating this son of a gun stew. Goose has got a lot of respect in my book. I think hats off to him.
He's got a couple years on
Got
you.
a couple years on me, but I don't think if Goose and I sat down at the table, we're gonna have a pretty short conversation. Like I don't think we're gonna get along. I mean, like I'll be polite. I'm a polite guy, but
Alex, how do you feel about liver in general?
If the dish was made, if it was prepared, I wouldn't prepare this for myself. I'm not curious enough for that, but I'd take a dip.
Yeah.
Just like Clayton will try anything. I'm coming
You're right.
around his way of thinking.
Because
And
we
so-
don't knock it till we try.
And I think
Yeah.
half of a calf heart, it needs to be a song.
half of a calf heart. That's a really great one.
Half a calf.
Yeah.
That's
we
how
need to
I
start
feel
writing that
most
in the break.
days,
Yeah.
honestly. It's
Half a
like-
calf heart. Yeah. We got to get caffeinated by drinking some Page Roasting Company coffee.
Keep 'em caffeinated.
Keep 'em you got to keep them
Oh,
caffeinated.
shut it up.
The Offspring is still making music. It's really disheartening. Yeah, they are. They're still making music.
Hey, what's that
Yeah.
song by the Killers, Mr.
Mr. Brightsides. You were saying this recently.
So I heard on a favorite podcast of mine that recently it was discovered for the last 5 years, Mr. Brightside by the Killers has been in the top 100 charts, being the all-time most popular song in UK history.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Do we all know that song, Mr. Brightsides? Clayton, can you like sing us a
I don't,
line from
yeah.
Mr. Brightsides? Do you know the one?
Mr. Brightside.
Oh yeah, there's the refrain. I think the one everybody thinks of is like, and then she's calling a cab, and I'm calling a
yeah.
cab. You know,
I know.
I think the Killers and Jet had a similar sound
Yeah.
at the time. I'm glad that I'm a Strokes fan. Over
The Strokes were
I'm
obviously.
a
like,
huge Strokes fan, so
Yeah.
actually it was one of the first shows that I went to.
You went-
Yeah, so my mom took me and 2 of my girlfriends to a stroke show, and it was the show where we lost my mom because she was like up in the front.
Dorada, rockin' hard.
She
Yeah.
was up in the front, just rocking out, and we were in the back cowering.
Had her
as, like,
priorities straight.
we were
Yeah.
15-year-old kiddos, just like by the back, like by the booth.
Apparently, Ryan Adams just came in like a fucking hurricane into those guys' lives and destroyed like all of their
The
like.
Strokes are the best.
Yeah.
Is he who introduced them?
Yeah, Ryan
Can you
Adams
tell
is
me
like
that?
the guy who's I guess allegedly
well.
like introduced them to heroin and got them into some major drug problems and just the dissolution of like I think a really awesome band. I don't know. Do the Strokes still make music? Are they releasing
They do.
albums?
Yeah, it's a lot
check it
different
out.
from the early stuff.
Yeah?
And I think that's what's curious. I'm curious what era or like what record you went to see the show because like
It was Reptilla.
great.
Oh, that's a great album. Yeah.
I like the first 3 for sure.
Is This It is just a fantastic thing. I've got like
Sure
I
is.
remember like listening to that. I had to take like this family vacation like over spring break one year to Gulf Shores, Alabama, and like the whole ride down, I just listened to like that song.
Is
or
it
that
a Gulfy
album.
shore?
It's a pretty Gulfy shore. There is a shore there. There's a strip in Gulf Shores, Alabama. It's basically one.
Is that a stripper establishment?
There are certainly strippers establishments in Gulf Shores, Alabama, but they have one like highway strip like that runs through the town. And at night, all the rednecks come out from all parts of Alabama, it seems, and they just drive up and down the strip, and they've got, they're hanging out in the beds and hooting and hollering, and it was a real eye-opener. Definitely head down to Gulf Shores if that's kind of your thing.
Maybe we should have a Rose Bowl field trip.
We should have a field trip. That'd be fun,
We
right?
could get a bus.
Yeah.
They're getting a trailer. We could pile, like, I don't know, 6 or 7, 10 people in the trailer.
Yeah, we put a couch in
I
there.
had an old-fashioned hay rack ride.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm visualizing: a school bus. A couple could rent like a full double bench. Load your shit up. We go on a tour.
I'd love to do that.
I love that. Podcast and tour. Podcast live
Yep.
from the back of a
Here
flatbed
we are
trailer
on the strip of the
on the
rednecks.
Gulf Shores, Alabama. Broadcasting live
Here's the
from the strip.
Hootin' Alley from Gulf Shores, Indiana.
I think Alabama, Indiana would be a much closer trip, but we could do that too. We could podcast live from like a float trip down Turkey Run, right?
Yeah.
We can go ahead and
Oh,
do
I
that.
love Turkey
Yeah.
Run.
Let's do Turkey Run sometime this summer. So we all love the Strokes, right? I think,
Absolutely. Yeah,
score
great band.
settled on that. You know who I love is Morgan Orion. So I thought I might play a Morgan Orion song, and we'll take a little break, and we'll come back. And I think next what do we have, Aaron? Do we have a misconnection or a tarot card reading?
We've
What do you
got
want to
some
do?
misconnections,
We'll-
and we have a tarot reading for an unknown, unsuspecting.
Somebody yet to know that they're going to receive a tarot reading. Cool.
Absolutely. And we also need to have a traderoo. We need to have Holly come in.
Oh, yeah.
Our new
We'll get
special
Holly
guest.
in. Yeah. Hey, Holly. Hey. All right. So here it is. This is a song called Smoke in Your Hair and Booze on Your Breath from classic album by Morgan Orion, The Tunnel of Love and the Hell of Hot Licks. We'll be back.
Well, we met tonight and you gave me the test. You had smoke in your hair and booze on your breath, but over my heart I wear a champion's vest. Oh, smoke in your hair and booze on your breath. I said there's no use living less. I love you to death with that smoke in your hair and booze on your breath. You put your hand on my face, I put my head on your breast with that smoke in your hair and booze on your breath. Well, over in heaven they envy your hell's guest with that smoke in your hair and booze on your breath. But down here on earth they just think you're a pest with that smoke in your hair and booze on your breath. Oh, ooh, she la la, ooh, she la la, ooh, she la la, ooh. Well, you're tripping your balls off, and that's fine with me. Because I've got a pair and a room that's free. Yeah. And I wasn't born yesterday, I'm born again tomorrow. And I'll be free of my woes and my wanton sorrows. And yeah, all dogs go to heaven, even if they roll in shit, you know. And you, my kid, are crunching on that metal bit with that. Yeah, ooh. She la la, ooh. stare into the bottomlessness of her eyes a bit. I wander through the dark to find the true nature of darkness. Darker it can always give one exception, my baby's eyes.
Shit. Hey.
She goes to sleep and nothing happens.
all fixing our hair
For the radio.
Here we are. Hello.
Here we are.
Man, that was a hot cut by Big Daddy Pride and the
Big
East Side
Heron
5
over here.
called "Finish Your Dinner." I love that song. It's groovy.
So
I
I'm
like
just
that.
wondering, how is
Yeah.
everybody's Passover and Easter?
Well,
Oh, by the way, we have Holly here.
Hey.
We haven't introduced Holly here now.
Introducing
Yeah.
Holly Curia of the wonderful band Merry Travelers. It's
Friend
playing
of the
here
show.
on May 5th, 7th. 7th, opening for Tractor Kings, a
That'll be
wonderful
cool.
local band. It's actually a mutual band. It's, we could argue about who's opening for who, but it's irrelevant at this point.
indeed.
Well, yeah.
That's a good point.
There's no ego here at all. Dealing with
Yes.
like openers and closers in our group. I don't think anybody
No,
cares.
where does
right?
it end and begin, really?
Yeah.
Absolutely. But so tell me more about your Easter.
Well, Charlie and I found ourselves. My mother lives in town, as many know. It's hard to miss her.
We love Denise.
Love Denise.
We don't know
gosh.
Alex, but we love Denise.
Oh yes. So she scored the on sale Easter candy in the following days after Easter Sunday, and Charlie and I
Nice.
found ourselves with a full size bag of bite-sized Kit Kats that we were like, oh man, we need to take this to the bar because how are we ever going to eat this?
Right.
And now it's completely gone.
Let me ask you this.
What other candies?
Yeah, did you get any Starburst jelly beans? Those are pretty solid, I
Oh,
have to say.
We did have some funny jelly beans. I don't think they
Lots
were
of gummies.
Starburst.
Funny
Yeah.
jelly beans, huh?
Huh?
Funny.
Funny.
Kind of the old lady jelly beans that maybe were at
Oh,
your
sure.
grandmother's
Yeah,
house,
yeah. Right.
hard on the outside, soft on the inside, kind of big.
Right.
They all
Ooh, that
taste
sounds-
kind
Taste
of
waxy.
the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I
taste
know
a little
those.
waxy.
I know those jelly beans. I'm surprised we haven't found those included in the recipes that we've been reading yet.
Grandma's
big
jelly
grandma's
beans.
crusty jelly beans. Yeah.
But now that I think about it, perhaps we should.
Should we do a tarot reading? What do you think we'll do?
No, I think
no,
that
yeah.
maybe we should do some recipes.
Should we do recipes?
Because we have a chef with us.
Well, we've done a couple recipes.
We
so,
can go back to
let's-
misconnections, I think.
Should we go to misconnections?
Absolutely.
Let's do some misconnections. So it's been, I think we did a couple last week, but Aaron, you said you've got a fresh crop this week. So you've spent some time looking at Craigslist, kind of cruising the misconnections to see what kind of romance, unrequited or prospective, might be out there. And so I hope you've got some good ones. You were kind of laughing to yourself. You wanted to share them with me, and I said no. I want to hear these fresh on the air. So I don't know what's about to come.
That's commitment.
It is commitment. I have a commitment to the bit. I'm a real professional, Charlie, and we take
I
this
know
very
this-
seriously.
I know this
Run a
about you,
tight
but-
ship.
Unrequited.
Unrequited. What did I say? Unrequited?
I liked it.
I think that's how a Midwestern boy.
All
might
right,
say
so
it.
we
Anyway.
got two very special misconnections coming at you straight from both Wicker Park and Chicago. Number 1, Sips of Silver Needle and the Sea.
Ooh, that's really a poetic title. It would grab my attention.
I think so too. Had a fun and fascinating tea tasting with you today. Would love to cook some vegetarian dishes together and swap camel safari stories. All good if you didn't feel a connection. I can seek a different teapot.
Okay.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, I had to sit with that one for a second. I like that one. I think that's a really well-crafted one. It's probably descriptive of the situation in a way that's not like, oh, I saw you at the, this and that, and get in touch with me if, whatever. So.
Well, clearly they have both been to a place in the Middle East
Uh-huh.
where there are camel safaris. And they've both had experiences doing such,
Uh-huh.
which tells me that they're probably both Jews that have gone on birthright,
Oh,
that
maybe.
are also both into tea,
Uh-huh.
going to a tea parlor.
Okay.
They're also vegetarians.
Where do you get the vegetarian part from?
Well,
I
they
followed you
said
from there.
would
What-
love to cook some vegetarian
there you
dishes
go.
together.
Okay. Sorry, I missed that little detail.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense then.
For some reason, this made me feel like maybe they met while speed dating at a tea parlor, and like this was the
Oh, is this
little
a
bit
thing?
of information. I don't know, but this
They
is.
could
I'm
do
just.
it.
This is my imagination creating the scenario.
People speed dating during COVID like that?
That's what I was going to say. I don't think so.
I hope not.
I'm just saying, it seems like this person knows like a nutshell bit of information and something about the finding a different teapot. I don't know. Just
I can seek a different teapot, right?
Could you? Well, you know,
Which is weird because it's kind of like
there's a
what
lot
do
of
you do?
there's a lot of teapots in the sea. So, you know, I think this will work out. That's a pretty good one. I like that one. I would give that an A.
I would
know?
give that an A.
That's an A.
But you know, this one really won my heart today, and this one I have done some thorough research, and I can tell you this is not a robot that wrote this. An actual human wrote this.
Okay. That's an interesting disclaimer.
wow.
I don't
What
know
an
what's going to
intro.
come. Yeah.
Title is You Were Standing Motionless in the Store Window. Your skin was very pale.
Oh, no, I know where this is going.
You had a nice body with that red negligee on. It was amazing how motionless you were. Your hair was a shiny black, and you stared at me nonstop as I stood there and stared back at you for 3 minutes. I whispered, "Hello," through the window, but you just kept looking at me with a confused look on your face. If that was you, then please reply to me. I would like to go out on a date.
Wait.
If your love life has become so desperate that you're trying to hook up with mannequins, then maybe it's about time you started visiting DoMePlease.com.
Okay.
Since this is where the ordinary, everyday people in Chicago are going to find one another.
Oh.
So get off the mannequins and go find yourself the real thing, because you're so beautiful and you deserve it.
Okay. Well, that was an interesting ad.
Problems are not stop signs. They are guidelines. Ever tried, ever failed.
This
No
is the
matter.
same thing?
Try again, fail better. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot in it and hang on.
Why does it end with an inspirational message?
sort of.
This is an ad for like a hookup site, like I assume. What is this? The last? It seems like it, right?
There might be something the four of us just don't know about
I
this
don't know.
scene.
Yeah,
You know?
I think we're all out of the scene. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we have.
But
lack
we've
of
gotten a
context.
special glimpse into the
ma-
window scene.
the mannequin kink scene.
Mannequin scene. I knew immediately. That I was like, okay, this is about a mannequin. I think. When
that's
the
what I was
description went
thinking.
on, I was like, ah.
Oh, I
yes,
had
yes,
no
yes.
idea.
Really?
I was quick on the draw.
Yeah, I
no.
never
you
wanted
knew.
to hook up with any mannequins, so I couldn't
You,
have
you didn't
even
that didn't
imagine
occur to
that.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
I mean, I've also like seen women standing, forlorn, like in
Pale skin.
You're like in an Edward Hopper painting. It's like.
well, what's the name of that street? In Chicago, it's Michigan Avenue. Yeah, where all the big like department stores are.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And
mannequins.
my dad used to work on Michigan Avenue, so I would sometimes go to work with him, and I would see young women just standing frozen
Yeah, I think
in front of window displays.
they would do living mannequins.
and some of them
sometimes
were
in fancy
pale
shops,
with dark
I think.
hair.
Yeah.
And you'd stare in there and you just be mystified and wonder, what if I could afford an outfit such as that?
Right. Yeah. Well, with that background, I could see why you might have that interpretation for sure.
But maybe I was wrong in selecting that one.
No, I liked it a lot. I think there's a lot of intrigue there because I still don't really have a good handle on what went down to put this on the internet.
Well,
What's the website? Should we plug the website?
No,
that they
we're
tell us
not.
to
We're
go
not.
to?
Absolutely not plugging the website.
WeDoYou.com.
WeDoYou.com.
We'll just.
That's what everybody in Chicago.
Let's absolutely not plug that website.
Okay.
But while we have Holly here on the air,
Sure. Yeah. What do we got?
because it's a very special moment.
Special
we
moments?
don't know how long we're gonna
Yeah.
have with her. We need to get an opinion about a recipe.
Should we do another recipe? Okay. We'll toss over
I'm just
to
throwing one recipe on here. It's
Okay.
we got page 60.
page 60.
Tastes and Tales of Texas.
All right, flipping back through the
It's
pages.
a new
Tastes and
cookbook this
yeah,
week.
so we're in Texas tonight.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you've already missed a
And,
couple good ones.
Just to refresh Holly and anybody who might have joined since the first segment, these all have an accompanying kind of story that goes with them. And so they're very inspirational. They'll tell you a little bit about Texas. These are the tales. And then the recipe, the tastes, will follow. So, Aaron, looks like we're at the soups and salads section of the page, but if you want to
The
read
best section of any cookbook.
read
in
our
my
introductory passage, we'll
As
see
long
what
as
we
there's
have.
bread with it.
A large round rock in the middle of Brushy Creek was a marker for the Tonkawa and Comanche Indians who battled fiercely for control of the area with its good water, abundant hunting, and gentle rolling prairies. Early settlers found the cool, clear water, shady trees near the rock, a wonderful place to camp and rest on their track westward. Eventually, the town of Round Rock grew nearby, and the people who live there today enjoy the fine quality of life still offered by their surroundings. Now for our
Okay.
featured recipe, which our
Perfect seg.
special chef, Holly Curia, of the Red Herring Restaurant,
Okay, so
will provide feedback.
we'll get professional feedback from a professional chef here about the Round Rock frozen
salad.
Kids love.
Love the melt in your mouth salad.
Okay, that's a promise. We'll find out.
All right, so Holly, these are the ingredients we have.
Okay.
Do we have a new special guest joining? Oh my gosh, we have a new special guest. We have a special guest. Well, you know, you're not going to have long.
It won't be long.
Guys, welcome to
Hey.
welcome to Emily
Hi.
Hey, Emily.
of the Emily Ann Band and of
Ooh, I like this graphic.
Do you like the graphic?
such an
Yeah.
artist.
Well, hey, you know,
Absolutely.
this is
Well, we
high
have-
production. We got a high budget over here,
yeah,
so we
no
haven't
kidding.
cut any corners.
Clearly.
so many
We didn't have-
donations have been pouring
We
in.
didn't have
let me
sound
tell
for the
you.
first 20 minutes of the show, so
I
clearly
noticed that.
things are off and running. Yeah. Anyway.
So we have Emily Ann of the, Channing Murray Foundation, and we have Holly Curia of the Red Herring Restaurant.
Maybe later we can get the footage of the magic pool, the Red Herring natural spring. Look at that with the dry ice coming out.
That
Did
looks
you see that?
Beautiful. For the next show,
The
that's
viewers
a great
are going to
idea.
need to see
here,
it.
well, here we can hand it over. Let's check it out.
Guys,
Oh, really?
This
Oh,
is
wait.
so. Emily, tell us about it.
Yeah, you know what you're doing. So I'm making a little ghost video about the natural spring that's underneath the red herring. And I wanted, for drama and theatrics, we used some dry ice and we just put a little pail. We put a little pail with hot water and put some lights down there and boom, movie magic.
That is movie magic. That's really
It
cool.
looks incredible. We're gonna have to make some better videos and use it for background for future radio shows.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
yeah, I would love
gosh.
that. And then
I
we
love
can
that.
we can like tag the Channing Murray Foundation and
Red
the
herring.
Yeah.
It's the red herring ghost
Great
stories.
idea.
I love your costume in that.
Oh,
too.
thank you.
Love it big time.
So we're just
right.
getting into a
Yes.
recipe.
Getting into a
Yes.
recipe, and
Okay,
we're
This
gonna get
frozen
feedback.
salad.
So we're gonna get
looks
feedback
excellent.
from both Emily and Holly as to their opinions about this recipe.
Oh,
Okay,
Mhm.
great.
Round Rock frozen salad. We have 2 3-ounce packages of lemon gelatin,
Everything in this book begins with lemon gelatin.
2 cups of boiling water, 2 3-ounce packages of cream cheese, quite softened.
Quite.
It doesn't say quite. It just says something.
Quite.
I would add the quite.
You would add the
personally.
quite personally.
It was perfect.
If
2
Peg
cups
or whoever
whipped topping,
Whipped.
whipped
whipped.
topping.
1 15 and 1/4 ounce. I'm not kidding about that one. It's one.
That must have been standard.
Holly verified this for me. It's 1 pound, 15 and 1/4 ounces canned crushed pineapple with juice.
15 and a
Correct.
quarter ounce can. I think like 16-ounce can might be standard, but maybe they account for like a little bit of air cushion in the pineapple. I don't know. That's very curious.
Then we
I have to
have
go look at the next time I go to the store. See.
we got 1 banana, 1 cup mini marshmallows, 1 cup fresh or frozen strawberries sliced.
This is something that Peggy Hill has definitely served.
So this dish, just so everybody knows, serves 10 to 12 individuals.
I would hope so.
Big crowd.
Yeah.
big crowd.
You gotta dissolve the gelatin in boiling water. Mix the cream cheese with 2 tablespoons whipped topping. Gradually blend the gelatin into the cream cheese mixture.
Okay.
Add pineapple, banana, and marshmallow. Fold in the rest of whipped topping and add strawberries. Pour into a 13
That sounds
by
like
9
Minnesotan
inch.
salad.
Very
Pour-
Midwestern.
Oh, you should have been
Well,
here.
this is Texas.
You should.
We're in Texas
You should have been
tonight.
here for Wisconsin
But I think that there's
last
something
week.
that spreads down the whole center of
Yeah,
the
the center.
The whole
The
center.
very
Last week was very gelatin centric,
Uh-huh.
with our Wisconsin license to cook
Yeah.
cookbook. Yeah. So we're gonna pour all of this into a 13 by 9 inch pan. Put it into the freezer. Remove the salad from the freezer 10 minutes before you serve it.
Seems
Yeah,
important.
that seems
let
important,
it
yeah.
soften a little.
Come to temperature a little bit. You don't want it to be too cold. People are going to
Yeah,
be
offend your big party.
Exactly. You've got this big party. You've got 10 to 12 friends coming over to try out your Round Rock frozen salad, and you don't want it to be too fresh out of the fridge. Come to
Definitely.
temp a little bit.
Would you eat it?
Yeah. What I mean, no. This is always going to probably be a no for me. I don't really like pineapple to begin with. It's not egregious, It's not terrible. I don't
I
understand.
like you less and less every
I don't
day.
understand where the cream cheese really needs to come into play here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the real
it's a
problem
little
for me.
much. Yeah.
The
but-
cream cheese is the only saving feature.
But with lemon gelatin and cream cheese,
Oh,
like
get
what
rid
is
of the
that?
rest. I'll have just straight cream cheese.
Okay.
With the fruit.
With the fruit. I
With
mean,
the fruit.
And a croissant.
Well,
that's
fair
breakfast.
enough. Fair
That's
enough.
breakfast.
Yeah, cream
But
cheese with fruit is good. Like
Indeed.
I don't know.
Fruit pizza.
Fruit pizza's
But
good.
I would eat this very situationally only.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, it would have to be very situational.
Can you write a short story on the spot about the situation?
I could think of something right away. In high school, my high school boyfriend, his mom was like, this was her cookbook, and I was always so impressed by just how truly American everything she made was.
You mean gelatinous?
Gelatinous, Cool Whip, candy bars in desserts,
Yeah.
Hamburger Helper. It was just
Everything rich and decadent
oh
and
yeah,
hearty, right?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And I was
Somebody-
always just impressed. This is the definition of American food. And
Somebody once said that American food or our region's food can be characterized as brown and yellow. And I thought that made a lot of sense. If you take a picture of a Midwestern plate, it's going to be a lot of brown and yellow. Even your vegetables like corn, it's going to fit that category. But
Emily, what are your thoughts? Oh, wow.
oh no.
It's classic, classic Midwestern. That's what my grandma would make. Oh, she would make.
Yeah.
She would make a Jello salad. It was rainbow colored, so that's kind
Ooh,
of great.
that's pretty cool.
that's fun.
That's a
Can
cool
we-
grandma
Yeah.
thing to
Can
do.
we hear about Emily's favorite grandma dish?
Oh well.
Well.
She makes a Christmas caramel corn that's made out of this very processed puff corn. It's extra puffed. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
it's
yes.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
weird
Definitely.
yellow
Yeah.
puff corn, and then she makes that into caramel corn, and it's insane. And I can have
a small amount before I die.
So
That sounds
what
really
can we
good,
do
though.
to- Is there any way we can pre-order some of this for the next holiday season?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I tend
Yeah.
to make some for my family just for nostalgia, and also because
I will be happy
Yeah.
to facilitate
a great temptation.
a cook event.
A cook event,
Where
yeah.
maybe everyone-
Maybe on bologna afternoon we could have
on our
like a
next-
little potluck.
What if everyone
Many
brought
people
their
may not know about Bologna Afternoon, which has been long anticipated.
We've been talking about having bologna afternoon for years now at this point. Since the
Yes.
summer of 2019, I think, was pitched.
Absolutely. Please be conscious of your.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, regardless, so Bologna Afternoon is an event that we're going to have featuring Clayton Deering.
What a guy.
We love him.
He is a connoisseur
A known
of
bologna chef.
Bologna.
true.
Bologna.
Bologna.
And he has many great concepts for how to prepare a bologna.
Yeah, and so he's going to prepare for us bologna 5
It's
ways.
going to- it's
I
bologna
think we're
5
gonna
ways.
play croquet. We're going to have
There's gonna
like
be
fancy
croquet.
music playing.
It's going to be like more of a cocktail hour.
Yeah, it'll be like a little like a garden party.
These will
I
be
think
like small,
you can
know,
imagine.
handheld dishes.
So maybe
I
this
love it.
summer we'll
I
let
like
people
this.
know
Hors
if we
d'oeuvres.
do happen to have bologna afternoon. We'll take some pictures. We'll be sure to share it on the social media. But that's a great taste and tale from Texas. Did we
I
get
feel
everybody's
like this
verdict
dish
about
would
this?
Be,
I think we
good for bologna afternoon.
It would be
might
good.
fit
That's
in
what I think.
well.
That's what I'm saying. I think we
Yeah.
double
you know,
up these
Holly,
ideas.
if you are interested, maybe we could team up and make this together.
Yeah, we could definitely talk about it.
Yeah, let's definitely talk about
Let's
doing
talk
that.
about that.
I don't think it's a
another
big
time.
environmental sacrifice. It doesn't seem like there's so much here.
No, there's not a whole lot there.
No, and I love fruit.
I do
Yeah.
love
Yes,
fruit myself.
I
But
love
do I want
fruit.
this thing? I love a lot. I love all of these things that are in it. Right? There's not a
I-
single thing that's in it that I don't love.
You
I
don't
don't
like anything
like-
in it, Brad.
No,
I don't like Jello.
What's the problem
Yeah, I
here?
don't like
Lemon.
Jell-O.
I don't
I can
like
do
Jello.
lemon Jello. I can do
Ooh,
cream cheese.
I don't think I could
hate
ever eat
lemon
Jello
Jell-O.
again.
I don't want Jello.
I liked whipped topping. I could do pineapple. I don't love pineapple. I could do it. I like a banana. I like marshmallows. I like strawberries. But together,
Okay, so we're gonna
Together.
listen back to this episode.
uh-huh.
We're gonna listen to what Brad likes, and we're gonna make
EDM
a
song.
unique
A unique thing using those things would probably be okay. Yeah. I don't
there you
know.
go.
challenge
Maybe it's
a
the
modified
texture.
version.
Yeah.
with a layer of cream cheese.
Okay, we'll do. I mean, I'll try it. I'll give it a bite if that's the case. So that again, that's a great taste and tale from Texas. And I think we'll take another quick music break, and then we'll be back for
goodbye.
a goodbye segment, and we'll probably read a tarot card for somebody because we haven't done one of them yet, right?
Probably Emily.
But let's play some music from a Texan that played at the Chute Opry, and this is Christy Hayes. Who spends part of her time out of Austin, Texas, I believe, the rest of the time in Montana. And she's backed by our friends The Fights on this. And this song is called Ribbon of Highway. We'll be back. Thanks for shooting the shit with us. We'll be back in just a few.
Yay.
I'm from Austin, Texas, and I grew up in Tuscola, Illinois, 38 minutes away. There's another new song. This will be on my next record. It's called River Swimmer. It should come out in the fall. It's called Ribbon Highway. I've been lost up in the mountains on the Great Divide. It's snowing in October in an Appaloosa sky. I got tired of pinching pennies the fights. We'll see y'all around.
Fireworks now, guys. Fireworks. Let's take it up a notch.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Cara Louise Band. They get it?
Battle down his written man, he's breathing fire. Watch him John Wayne again and a TV tray dinner. One night he illuminates leather, sweat, and smoke. He reaches for his pipe and laughs at his own joke. I escape outside, but I know that I'll be followed, telling me on the front porch swing that I ain't good enough to bother. Living my dream, but it seems like he's the world's best father. He wants to see the worst in me and remember I'm his daughter. And I miss my mother's voice, the question where we were gonna go. Sung in such a simple song, and now the answer I don't know. It's such a distant memory now. Sometimes I wish you'd leave. So the hope that I keep on clinging to won't seem like make-believe. Won't seem like make-believe. Takes all I can to make it down our old endless gravel road. One day at a time I'll make way from my future plans and goals. So that really keeps me here is a love I can't deny. I learned to live without her, and with what's left of him I'll try. His boots have dried, they're caked in clay, they set beside the door. His body fully clothed, he sleeps. I'm the safest when he snores. Lay my head down one I should and forget what I live for. It takes some time to understand when a haunted house is yours. And I think back on my mother's voice saying, close your eyes to see. Singing me a lullaby till I could finally feel some peace. It's such a dizzy memory now. Sometimes I wish he'd leave. So the hope that I keep on clinging to won't seem like make-believe. Won't seem like make-believe. My body's young. It's almost been a year. And life goes on. So And I think back on my mother's voice saying, close your eyes and see. Singing me a lullaby till I could finally feel some peace. It's such a distant memory now. Sometimes I wish you'd leave. So the hope that I keep on clinging to won't seem like make-believe. Won't seem like make-believe. Won't seem like make-believe. Bottled down, he's wrecked and man, he's breathing fire. Hey, thank you. Thank you. What a cool night. What a cool night to
to be a part of. Thanks so much for having us, guys.
Broken English, French perfume, Viceroy cherries, light the sky, 3mm Quebecois tongue, that's what makes the accent dry. Here I sit at this table, sweating bullet in the glass, wondering how the hell I got here, why the hell we didn't last. Leonard Cohen eating pizza. Brian Wilson takes his coffee black. Models in the cafe next door. Well, you know they're still too young to act. In a flat league of justice, fighting against your crime every goddamn day. I can take my mind off, just read this paper here. And Jennifer Pop Bronte. Hey! C'est la vie, baby. So spike your goddamn poutine. The pieces, but cut 'em hard. You know, I traveled 800 miles for this, my dear. It was far from the start. Now I'm down by the river. Good Frank Lloyd and Gary. Things are going surprisingly great. 29:10 for 1 minute speech. It's medicine. God, this medicine tastes like shit.
It's called Old Oak Tree. Here's a little song about Bob and Mary. They met under an old oak tree, hitched a ride on a river ferry. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. They wound up here in Ohio on the banks of the Hocking, wide-eyed and full of wonder. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. Hey, round that horn in an old oak tree. Hey, old oak tree, be the death of me. Soon enough, now Bob was working, framing homes for the company, nailing up quarters on lumber. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. Mary worked hard on the garden, carrots, potatoes, and greens all day long, spring through autumn. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. Hey, round that horn in an old oak tree. Hey, old oak tree, be the death of me. And one night the stars were shining with the full moon bright and free. Bob and Mary took to each other, dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. 9 months later, Mary's pushing, out comes a little baby. Within seconds came a second, that surprise second was me. Hey, round that horn in an old oak tree. Hey, old oak tree, be the death of me. Here I am many years later, riding on that same ferry, escaping the land I come from. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. What's out there beyond the mountains? What's out there beyond the sea? What's out beyond the horizon? Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. Hey, hey, round that horn in an old oak tree. Hey, old oak tree, be the death of me. Old oak tree, be the death of me. Old oak tree, be the death of me.
Hey.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Friday night. The last episode, for the time being at least, of Shoot the Shit. We want to thank you for joining us tonight. If you've been listening, if you're listening later, thanks for listening back. If you've just found the show and you're looking for some, back catalog, there's plenty of it available on YouTube. And so, oh no, we were going to do a tarot card reading and Aaron's phone is dead. This is terrible news. Why don't we just do, there is a book that's available in our card packet here.
I will
not?
read from this book.
We'll read from the book's not here. We're in real trouble. Well, anyway, I don't know. What do you want to do?
Clayton will do our tarot card reading.
Yeah, Clayton, do you want to read it for it? Yeah, I think that's great.
I could. I don't know.
We'll stumble through it.
Heavy as the head. Aaron, you could read it from my phone. I'm just getting you to the...
All right, Clayton's going to bail us out. Clayton is a guy who you can count on you to help you out of a jam.
Way back in the day, we used to do some recordings back in the, what we called the Hootin' Alley.
The Hootin' Alley. Yeah,
and,
just outside the door here at the Rose Bowl
we
Tavern.
have, upwards of 50 hours of recording.
50 hours?
Yep.
We were drinking far too much. All right. Erin's got a phone in her hand. I think we might be good to go, yeah? Okay. The tension is killing me. We all good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to toss over then. We haven't even decided who we'll do a tarot card reading for. You said maybe for the show, yeah?
Maybe we should do one for the show. Maybe we should do
Let's
one
just
for
do
Clayton.
one. I think we do one just generally for the listener, whoever they might be. And I think that's good because we don't really, to tie it all up, our last tarot card reading for this series. We'll just do this for generally anybody who might be listening. So whoever you are, focus your energy here to the Rose Bowl Tavern, right here on top of this deck here. I've already pre-shuffled these cards, so all I'm going to do is just kind of give you a cut. I'm going to restack. No monkey business here, folks.
Looks like monkey
No
business.
monkeys. It looks monkey.
There's no monkey. Oh, a monkey got in here. And this one on the top is the card for you, the viewer. It appears we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands card features a man who is kind of clutching one wand in the foreground, and he's looking kind of to our left, his right. Kind of, he seems to have like an expression of like bewilderment on his face. Back behind him, I can only assume, I haven't done the count, but I can only assume are 8 additional wands. This is a really confusing one. I really don't know what to make out of it.
Would you like to hear more?
Yeah, because I think sometimes with the pictures, I do pretty good. I can kind of get the gist of it by looking at the picture. But for this one, I don't know. I really don't know.
So first of all, thank you, Clayton, for providing the technology to help us read into this. But
He's like Elon Musk of the show.
Absolutely. The Nine of Wands shows an injured man clutching a wand. He looks over his shoulder towards the 8 wands that loom over him. He seems weary and worn, as though he has already been through a battle and now must face additional challenges with the presence of these 8 wands. As a 9, though, this is his final challenge before reaching his goal. He must endure this last test of his strength and character before reaching the final line. Also, the meaning of this. This comes as a sign that even in the face of adversity, you stand tall and strong. You may be on the edge of exhaustion, but you are resilient, persistent, and ready to do what it takes to get to the finish line. This card may also come when you feel battered and bruised, having endured significant challenges, struggles along your path. Just when you think you're making progress, you suffer another setback. The Nine of Wands asks you to trust this is merely a test of your grit, resilience, and know that every time you overcome an obstacle, you are getting stronger.
I think that we couldn't have picked a better card for like a general reading for like the world, you know, the listener, the abstract person, because like this whole idea, you know, we're here, we're vaccinated, everybody sitting at this table and who's here, you know, we're all vaccinated.
And we're not wearing masks.
We're not wearing masks. We're about to reemerge into a summer of like hopefully seeing some music and having some normality. We were just talking
Summer
off the
of
air
love.
that we're hoping, I think I can make an official announcement that we're hoping by fall we'll be able to do a Hog Shoot Opry out at the barn at the Calyx Center.
Yoo-hoo.
In the meantime, we will be doing a Hog Bowl Not Pre here at the Rose Bowl Tavern in the parking lot.
When is that?
That's going to be June 5th. The weekend that we normally would have done something out at the barn. We'll be doing something here at the Rose Bowl. It'll be a nice, still socially distanced kind of thing. You know, we'll have some bands. I haven't quite lined up the acts yet, but, you know, it'll come together. There's a lot of people, I think, that are hungry to play. So if you're listening and you want to play, give me a holler. You're likely a friend of mine, and I'd love to have you. So,
Clayton?
I'm so excited for the upcoming hog shoots and shows that are coming up too. You know, usually when you're just like doing the shows and going, it's like what you've been up to. But I think we all know that everyone has had a lot of quiet time and their own struggles throughout COVID too. So I feel like it's going to be a really nice thing and maybe an intimate thing. Whether we want it to be or not, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true. You know, I think
it's a fair card for this podcast right now. You know?
Fair card for the cast. Yeah,
absolutely. And Clayton, is there anything you want to pitch? Anything you've been
coming
digging
up?
recently?
Are you playing up here at the Rose Bowl? Anything slated?
Yep. Playing up here on May 1st with the Emily Ann Band for the Emily McCown birthday bash.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, my God.
30 years old, birthday
Tell us more
bash.
about that. Do you know more?
I do. I know anybody who's anybody is going to be there. So,
And from what I
understand,
I think you're also playing here on May 7th.
May 7th as well. Yes.
And that is
Tractor King.
Me too.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yes.
So
I'll see you there.
I will see you as well.
Wow,
It will
history
be
in the making.
Very good night.
It will be very
And
It'll be a great night.
For those of you who don't understand, on May 7th, the Merry Travelers, headed by the wonderful and beautiful Holly Curia, opening for the Tractor
There
Kings.
she is.
Yes.
Yeah.
A band consisting now of Jake Fletchley, Clayton Deering, Nick Stein, Aaron McAllister, Josh Lucas, and I'm forgetting somebody.
No, I think that's where we are now. Yeah.
I think I got it.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's the lineup.
Merry
Fantastic
Travelers
meeting.
has a new band member.
Yeah.
Tell us more about that.
Yeah, and if all goes well, I think we'll be debuting that night with him for the first time.
Amazing.
which will
Tell us
be-
more.
I will be ecstatic about. His name is Petey.
Petey?
People might know him from the Soul on Sunday
Awesome.
live streams that the Rose Bowl's been doing. He's the drummer for that. And he also plays with a bunch of other local groups. He actually plays in another group with our guitar player, so they've already got a little musical background.
And that's always the best, that like combo, you know, that energy.
Yeah, so yeah, fingers crossed that we can all play together that night, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
That'll be really fun. I can't wait. Yeah.
Along with Louie and Charlie and Cody.
Yes.
All the gang. All the gang. Well, folks, it's 10 o'clock. Aaron has a curfew because, Aaron, you have something to plug too. Maybe you ought to plug. What are you going to do tomorrow morning?
So tomorrow at the Delight Flower Farm, there is a plant sale, rain or shine.
Rain or shine. We've been told it's going to be in the greenhouse if it's raining. So
it's going to be in the greenhouse either way, but regardless, it's from
why are
12
you there?
to 2. I'm going to be slinging some bags of whole bean coffee.
Really?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, out at the plant sale. So go get your plants. It's about that planting time, right?
And go get some other agricultural products, such as cooked seeds.
Cooked seeds. What a poetic way to put it.
AKA coffee beans.
So I think it's about time that we're going to call it for the night. I will DJ a little bit
about
more.
to turn into a pumpkin.
But Aaron's going to turn into a pumpkin, so we're going to hit the trail. But we want to thank you again for joining. Clayton, thanks for chatting with us here tonight.
Thanks for having me.
I know you haven't joined us yet tonight, so it's good to have. I'm joking on the alley, of course. Anyway.
Also,
throwback.
Can I make a statement?
I'm practicing negging here. Yeah.
This has been a real. I know that.
Yeah.
Nobody's really listening, and like we do this for fun, and it's just nice to hear your own voice in your ear and to talk to your friends through a microphone. But we've been doing this for like half a year at this point.
Mm-hmm. I guess so.
I think we do need a hiatus because we've been doing this so consistently on Fridays that now Fridays have become regimented.
Well,
so
yeah.
it's almost like what we're just trying to reinvent the radio show. And maybe like turn it into a different day of the week. But this has been very meaningful to us and for all of those who have been steadfast listeners. You know, whether it's Nick Stein. We love Nick Stein.
Yeah, Nick. Yeah, Nick.
Avid
Julie Bumpus
chatter.
also always
Julie,
in the chat.
Yes, obviously.
Yeah.
I haven't been looking at the chat, but yeah.
Chat's been a little quiet tonight, but I think everybody's just really kind of feeling down.
Whoever
This
it
is
is,
the last
I just
one,
wanted to give a bit of a shout out.
Yeah.
But this has been very important.
I was just saying the other day, it was like it's to you in the kitchen. I said something like, what a weird, kind of cool thing I think we did with our time when we were kind of driven into quarantine madness. We were like, this is what we did with our time, and I'm pretty proud of it. Like, we have so many talented friends that I've been able to play the music of and revisit myself, like to take that time out of my week to like listen to my friends' music, to put it on and like play it and listen to it and enjoy it. Like, I think is a good connection to have. And I think it's really speaks a lot about this community that like I have a catalog of people who have played at the event, and friends of mine, far and wide, that some of the best music I could possibly hope to play, and that includes everybody at this table. Aaron, we haven't played any of your music, but when we come back this summer, we're going to record, right? Sure. Aaron's a known mean mandolin player, so we're going to get her to play at the Hootenanny, I think, this summer. We're going to work up something. We'll play.
So
It'll
whether you're a hog or a shoot.
Whether you're a hog or a shoot. Is there a second half to this rhyme? We're shooting the shit. I do have a sign off. I'm gonna play a few more songs as we're kind of packing up the gear here, but we do want to thank you for joining us. And so for my sign off, are you guys ready for the final one of the series?
I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay. From DeCoin to DeWitt, thanks for shooting the shit. Good night, folks.
Yes, A+.
A+. Thank you.
I've been to DeCoin a lot.
I know a little spot around Montessori. us hello. We go to pitch the 10 parts of rock and roll. They pick and grin and shake and shimmy and sing it hello. So bring booze, smoke, spoon, bring your dancing shoes. We cruise with all our troubles in the rear view. Through the country, all the lovely is there waiting for you. And when we get there, baby, we gon' wash our cares away. It's really something loving, loving with no judgment and nobody got no mind to pay. Alright. So till dawn we gonna watch a fire till it's gone. We turned on by the guitar, by the sad song. Am I awake, or am I dreaming? Later on we gonna turn it up and howl at the moon. We consume by the bar, all ballroom. We pick it up and put it down, grooving to the new tune. 'Cause one day this place is gonna have a different energy. And one day this place is gonna be a memory. And someday was always coming that way to take me something. And when we get there, baby, we gon' wash our cares away. Yeah. It's really something loving, loving with no judgment, 'cause nobody got no mind to pay. And when you make it, we'll lay in the blanket and watch the whole world end till the sun come up, until we meet again. May God hold you in the palm of His hand.
day, I'd prefer not to share my space. Keep your meals and my interests at heart. I prefer to be alone should I fall apart. Headlights on the side reflect, quarter mile down, paying respects. They'll be down soon.
Today all the rooms in our house look like strangers. I wonder what makes me feel so out of place. Why have you suddenly emptied your closet? And why can't you look me in the face? What are those things with big black wings, circling, descending from up overhead? Lies you tell me they're the robins,
If you're staring at me, I'm staring at you. If you're staring at me, I'm staring at you. What else am I to do? This town is lonesome, or maybe he said I'm new. This town is boring, but we could find something to do. I'd even let you choose. Were you just trying to figure me out then? A social science, won't you share your findings with the subject of your experiment? If you're staring at me, I'm staring at you. If you're staring at me, I'm staring at you. But I'm just not in the mood. It's just me and Wayne, sighing in my living room. But if I don't change, I'm dying in this living room. I drinking wine, chasing spirits every afternoon. Are you fearing pride? Did your ego catch the blues? You catch up with you. It's just me and my brain, mapping out the stars align. Wondering if any one of us was built with purpose, or do we just endure the slap on the back. It's a broke down train on a nowhere track. How you drinking wine, chasing spirits every afternoon. How you feeling pride? Did your ego catch the blues? Or catch up with you? Were you on that move? Me, I'm standing still. No excuse to stop or stall. Now I'm looking forward. I won't be looking back at all. I'm sighing in my living room, outrunning stagnant gloom.
Cut up all her country dresses, and they all sit at least 6 inches above her knees. And she smiles when she sees herself in these. Left her boots unharmed, but it's not enough to keep her on the farm. Never gonna wake her from her sleep. She spent so many late nights in the streets, smoking cigarettes, high on life, weed and spirit. She never wakes to her alarm. How you gonna keep her on the farm? It's not that she doesn't miss the smell of the fields, because she does. It's not that she doesn't miss riding on the horses that she still loves. But her wandering heart won't be held by her mother's arm. And she may someday go back to the hay, but for now you can't keep her on the farm. Never gonna keep her in the kitchen, 'cause she is not your traditional woman. She ain't living for serving a man. Keeps her own bed warm. You're never gonna keep her on the farm. If you really wanna be her lover, then you need to share the same desire to wander and discover all that this world has to offer. Only then will she be charmed, but not enough to keep her on the farm. It's not that she doesn't miss the quiet country nights, because she does. It's not that she doesn't miss all those country bumpkin friends that she still loves. But her wandering heart won't be held by her mother's arm. And she may someday go back to the hay, but for now you can't keep her on the farm. She may someday go back to the head, but for now you can't keep her on the farm. On and off again. I don't understand why you'd hurt me and then reach for my hand and say things to me like you hope this never ends. Then tomorrow comes and finds you off again. Oh, where do you go on second thought? I don't want to know. Just tell me why. So I can make up my mind. And if I'm not of what you're looking for, I'll treat it as such and not care anymore. On and off again. I don't understand why you would hurt me and then reach for my hand and say things to me like you hope this never ends. Then tomorrow comes and finds you off again.
Boo Radley, Daydreams, 2018. Walk disuse towards disfavor.
I've had my fair share of run-ins. I've been held back
Like a
by my
hologram gone
shortcomings.
straight,
Complicated
fierce,
by
blindly,
insecurity,
wild
susceptibility to
There's nothing
addiction.
like a good
I came
party.
like a rose in the worst of
Diplomats to derogatypes. The balance sinking under skin, thin, jackbooted and without fear. You smile, you wink, you break our backs. And the white walls you see, they close, we open, they close. Direction guaranteed, though listless. Alive we are. Alive we demand. Neoga Blacksmith.
What? Oh yeah, this fucker. Yeah, sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Lampkin.
Thank you. Thank you for that introduction, Walt. Appreciate it. Hog Shoot Harvest 2017. It is October something, and we're all having a good time. What time is it? It's getting dark. It's getting dark for the Falbo. All right, here's a quick one. You want to do a little biz, boys? Follow me. It's short. It's called "It's a Love Poem to the Future." Not to a woman or a government or anything, just the future. It's called Love and Future and Other Things. To the ends of the earth we walk, lighthouse to looking glass, green grass underfoot, night cool, serene. Finally free of our sorrow, hand in hand. That's so nice. I never knew how beautiful this world could be. Ladies and gentlemen, Walt and the Falconauts.
It is weird. Well, they told me I was born a sinner, but that it was never my fault. They taught me all about loving and giving, but sometimes life just comes to a halt. And I just hope when I get to heaven's state line, they don't pull me over and pour out my wine. They don't search my trunk for all of my sins. They say you're precious. Go on. Well, I've tried to be a good girl, but I haven't always done what's right. I've had my heart broke and my bones broke and then some, but I'd still never choose to fight. And I just hope when I get to heaven's state line, they don't pull me over and pour So I went to the preacher and I told him what I had done. He said, girl, don't you go on confusing what's a sin, what's having a little fun. I just hope when I get to heaven's state line, they don't pull me over and pour out my wine. They don't search my trunk for all of my sins. They'll say you're precious. Go on in. They'll say you're precious. Go on Thank you very much.